It was a rainy day. The rain almost confused me. Without you, I would have died inside. Can you be my love, my only lady for Christmas?
Stop filming me!
Oh yes, we're here. Oh yes, we're right back up on this. Christmas is coming. I gotta tell you about some movies. Today on Entertainment Review, we speak about the latest horror comedy sequel based on a Nightmare on Elm Street called Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's the sequel to the smash hit film called Five Nights at Freddy's, which came out in 2023. Five Nights at Freddy's is based on a video game, very successful. We shall also speak about the Stephen King story about a lottery winner being hunted to his death called The Running Man. We also have the critically acclaimed film Die My Love, starring Academy Award-winning legend Jennifer Lawrence and Twilight star Robert Pattinson. We shall break bread and begin discussing the Oscar buzz around this dysfunctional jigsaw puzzle for film. Nextly, we shall analyze Christie, a true-life story about a boxer who was the arch-enemy of both Muhammad Ali and his daughter and boxing icon Laila Ali. Euphoria and Eden star Sydney Sweeney gives her very best performance in this sports black comedy, which tackles domestic violence, rape, and lesbianism in sports and entertainment. The plot twist is far from what you think. Prepare to be amazed. And then finally, we have Rowan Atkinson, the actor who has been acting since I was a baby, the star of the groundbreaking comedy series Mr. Bean. Well, he's at it again, this time reinventing the Bean franchise into a mini-series called Man vs. Baby. Get ready to Google Gaga to enjoy my tea, cause there is plenty of controversy that I'm serving my dudes and dudettes. Pleasure to make your acquaintance some chow. Ciao, darling, good sport. Please, kindly and thank you. Please enjoy.
Right, so, Ben's your first name, Mr. Glee? Hello?
We kickstart off our run with The Running Man. Glenn Powell is a little-known but ever-present face on our TV screens. The Golden Globe-nominated comedy king has made appearances in films like Spy Kids 3D, The Dark Knight Rises, Top Gun Maverick, and alongside Tom Cruise, you got it. The Bad Guys alongside Sam Rockwell and The Hitman. On television, you have probably caught him on CSI Miami, The Lion Game, Robot Chicken, and Saturday Night Live. He is the master of disguise. In his latest show titled Chat Powers, he plays a version of Peter Parker or Spider-Man, pretending to be a college student who is trying out for the football team under a brand new alias. Don't tell anybody. While simply hilarious, yes, but he is also, you guessed it, a secret agent working for the government with Tony Stark to uncover the stark contrast between good and evil. He wants to uncover the spooky happenings of a school for villainy and evil scientist assassins. Chad Powers is a slapstick comedy masterpiece. Awesomeness. I bet you will love it. In 2025, Glenn Powell swapped Saturday Night Live gags for a serious action film with high stakes and an unbelievable prize. Oh my god. It's the controversial reboot of the year, The Running Man, based on a novel by Stephen King under the alias of Richard Bachman. Stephen King was a bad man. Why is that, fam? Well, he wrote a number of books using different pen names to get acclaim because, well, the real Stephen King was really hated, man. He wanted to prove something. And what was that? That he wanted to prove? That he could be entertaining even as a different man. And so he wrote The Running Man. The book was so well received it got critical acclaim and was later made into a movie, man, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. Get to running. In 1987, that film was a science fiction slash action which was absolutely mind-blowing. The book The Running Man is about a corrupt government withholding resources to torture citizens for embracing other races like blacks and Hispanics. Oh my god. Much like The Long Walk, The Running Man is rooted in racial segregation, classism, and other themes we're discussing. Yeah, shout out to Francis Lawrence. I love The Hunger Games. I love The Long Walk. It debunks the idea of lottery winnings being an illusion to keep the poor buying lottery tickets, then perform humiliating acts just to boost ratings and make the rich entertained. Are you not entertained? The idea of a game show is to project the winner's emotions on the audience, make them feel like they are part of something beyond them that is amazing and wholesome. In The Running Man, Lex Luthor has been running a scam. He's offering $1 billion, man, to a lucky ex-con who can survive his tortured game. For 30 days, they shall be hunted by both the police and members of the public. If they can survive it, then they will be stinking rich, but if they fail, then they will die on the streets. Oh, like hell they will. Only those who are hated and murdered. The rest are simply tasered. Then sent back to their comfortable mansions because Lex Luthor is always rigging the whole thing. Okay. In the year 2025, we have a version of The Running Man. Glenn Powell plays Richard, an angry man who has been classified as dangerous and borderline insane because, well, he loves defending blacks and Hispanics at his job. Is he wrong? Nobody gotta watch his role. This ain't no movie, yo. Actually, it is. Yes. You know what I mean? The events actually did happen and could happen again if you watched Fear Factor, The Big Brother. Those are versions of The Running Man. Richard is constantly fired from his jobs and ends up broke. He has a 6-step daughter who needs his help because her mother is a stripper. I'm in love with a stripper. She doesn't want to tip me, she don't even sleep with me. I be always taking care of her daughter by myself. I'm in love with a stripper.
Right there is why you can win this game.
The rules are simple. Survive 30 days with the entire nation hunting you down.
We'll get your family out of Slumside for good.
So Richard is in love with a stripper.
Burn this building down. I promise.
Yeah, he has a 6-step daughter who needs his help because her mother is a stripper who doesn't want to take care of the child. Ain't gonna be here. I'll let poor Richard take care of our daughter. Isn't she gorgeous? And he's a simp. I'm not an idiot. Why, yada. Richard is under pressure to take care of his daughter, but there is no money for a black who lives and save the world, do good white citizen. So he begins to fake break-ins, pretending to be a criminal so that he can get the attention of the Running Man game competition. Well, we have a runner. Well, it works out great, my friends. After gaining their attention, David Killian, played by Avengers Endgame and No Country for Old Men star Josh Brolin, comes in to offer a Thanos type of role. He offers our story's Clark Kent a chance at rebirth. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Join the Running Man. I shall pay you every day. After all, you are a white citizen. Why should I punish a white man? So basically what happens is Mr. Killian is trying to turn our hero into a villain. You know, he wants him to turn against the blacks and Hispanics. Join the Running Man competition. One thing I was disappointed about, which I need to let you know straight up. I watched The Running Man, right? Right? Good fight, good fight. Okay. What I was disappointed by was that I thought he has to run throughout the whole 30 days, right? I thought like it's like a competition where you're running towards a certain place. But this dude is allowed to sleep in a motel or a hotel, you know. He can chill and then get paid at the end of the day as long as he survives and stays hidden. So as long as he got a disguise, he can pass through New York, Boston, you know, Pittsburgh, wearing a disguise. I'm a blind man, I'm not the Running Man, and they're gonna let him go. Well, the truth was the movie deliberately shows the white privilege that a running man who is white has. He gets paid every day just for surviving without getting shot. Also, there's a deliberate premise of letting him go and not killing him, and you know they kind of favored him, but also went against him at the same time. They went after the blacks, the Hispanics first, and they shot him. Hey, you are the Running Man, pa 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 pa. And then they left him, the white man, because he's white, right? So he expresses his white privilege in this film. And even towards the end, you get to see that he is surviving. And also, you know, the Running Man debunks a theory about marathons, right? Do marathon runners actually run 12 hours a goddamn day? 6 hours straight? No, they get to rest. Because a human being cannot survive walking or running for such a long time. You die. right? So I think athletes should be, well, we should tell them that, you don't have to work so hard. Yes, it's important, but, take a chill pill. You should know where your stress is, what level of athletic ability you can express with your talents, your gifts. Even the whole fasting thing, you ain't gotta fast for 40 days, 40 nights. I don't think Jesus was like fasting throughout. I'm sure he was having meals, man. Plus he's Jesus. Are you Jesus? Just do what you can. Make sure you eat. Make sure you rest. Don't work yourself to death. Yes, life is a rat race. It's a running man race, but just don't work yourself to death. Overall, The Running Man is brilliant. It's a masterpiece. It's about a man, going undercover as an ex-con to debunk a competition that is rigged from the beginning. He is continuously tested by Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor offers him a promotion. Win the Running Man, kill these people, and then I shall give you your own game show, and you get $1 billion because you're white. If he was black, they would have double-crossed him. So what does Clark Kent do? He double-crosses Josh Brolin by crashing the plane into the building and trying to kill him. Well, he didn't really crash the plane, but he wanted to. Instead, he just confronted him and told him, no, you cannot run a game show like this. Time for you to go to prison. It's action-packed, unlike The Long Walk, which is more of an adventure, a drama. This one focuses on the science fiction elements, the character-driven chase is like The Bourne Identity. Another interesting plot twist is this. Well, the Running Man does exist in real life, just differently from what you think. If you watch Big Brother, this is Big Brother. It's kind of Running Man competition. So someone gets away with $1 million rando, $1 million kwacha at the end of the time, and they do strange competitions. Fear Factor is also a form of Running Man. So this film actually is like sort of against major game shows and says that they're always rigged, there's always a favorite, and the stakes faked in many instances. We don't even know if people are actually eating cockroaches. We're not sure. You get sick, you're gonna eat cockroaches, you're gonna have a serious case of the shits. I'm sorry, man, I ate no cockroach for nothing. But maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Survivor, we don't know what is true, what is real. So the game shows give people the illusion that those guys have superpowers and they're better than us. Well, maybe they're faking it. Don't worry if you've never won the lottery. I've never won the lottery either, right? Doesn't make you a loser. Just means that, the world sometimes, it's got some conditions for your existence, alright? So enjoy your Christmas, darlings. And go watch The Running Man. It's in cinemas. It's brilliant.
Drill bit, once you start drilling for just a bit, I'm trying to enjoy the running, man. We gotta run for our dreams. The lottery of life is never promised, but we gotta run for our dreams and achieve as much as we can for us and the next generation. I am the running man. I am the running man. You better run! May try to stop me, but I got God on my side. Plus bullets, man. Lots of ammunition. Go boom, boom, boom. I love action movies. I'm an action junkie. Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger for setting this premise. The Running Man in cinemas now.
Are you crazy?
Electrocution! Electrifying!
SpongeBob, big got pencil kick. SpongeBob, big got pencil kick. Take this square hips, doing the dance to my big got
SpongeBob SquarePants. Search for SquarePants coming out next week in cinema. I hope to be seen with them. Thank you, Ice Spice.
My baby, please be my lady. Yeah. Josh Hutchison is a child actor turned adult star. Wait, that doesn't sound right. I don't mean like he's like a porn star. No, I mean like he's an adult who's making movies. Okay, so Josh Hutchison. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter. A child actor turned, adult who is now making movies. Is famous for films like Journey to the Center of the Earth alongside Brendan Fraser. And of course, the Hunger Games series with Jennifer Lawrence and Woody Harrelson. In Hunger Games, he played a highly competitive hero trying to stop his girlfriend, played by Jennifer Lawrence, from corrupting the meaning of the Hunger Games and turning it into a dysfunctional sport that she keeps rigging to gain fame and attention. Much like the Running Man, the Hunger Games is a game in which children can compete and be hungry for a long time and, survive in the jungle. We shall place children from the poorest districts in a jungle, and then we shall hide the food. If you want to win, you have to kill each other and prove that you are the true winner of the Hunger Games. In the end, Josh, a young version of Batman, fails to stop Jennifer Lawrence from corrupting his beloved Hunger Games. She wins both Hunger Games in the films Hunger Games 1 and 2 before being stopped for using betting, fraud, and corruption to win the Hunger Games. Well, because of her wild privilege, they were letting her win, and she's pretty smart. She can sing like a bird. So Lex Luthor's gonna let her win. The significance of the Hunger Games is that a big political statement about the wealthy and how they withhold resources from the rest of the masses. In Hunger Games, Jennifer Lawrence is chosen from a poverty-riddled state to take part in the lottery, one which would ensure food and money for her family if she wins, that is, but if she doesn't, it might be curtains, no more quality cornflakes and groceries, only stale bread and moldy cheese. Ew, jeez Louise, that's freaking nuts, my friend. Oh my god. Josh Hutcherson is hatching a plan to stop the Hunger Games by forming an uprising, but he needs help, my friends. We need to revolt. In part 1, he sacrifices his role in the games to help the mob. Favorite, Louis Lane, played by Jennifer Lawrence, win the whole damn thing. He hoped that by winning, Louis Lane would bring about change, but she doesn't, okay? Donald Sutherland, father of Kiefer Sutherland, plays the evil dad of Lex Luthor. And he's the one controlling everything. He secretly wants to marry Jennifer Lawrence, awkward, because that's why he's gonna let her win the games, okay? Just don't tell nobody, it's a secret. Instead, when she wins the games, fame goes to her head, she's no longer an activist, she's just activism. Activism is based on getting new nail polish, like I need new shows, I need Gucci. She uses her fame and fortune to maintain the segregation. Jennifer Lawrence then chooses to be corrupted by the Hunger Games system, keeping her at the top and her best friends at the bottom. Yikes, that's downright rotten. Yes, but after Hunger Games 2 and 3, she has a change of mind. After being confronted by her boyfriend all the time, he's always nagging me, and the rest of the Justice League, she's forced to join the good team and try to overthrow the evil Hunger Games government. Hunger Games, which is a political satire about the rich and the poor, was positively exciting and groundbreaking. It helped launch the careers of both Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. In 2025, Josh Hutcherson stars in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, whilst Jennifer Lawrence appears in Die My Love. And guess what? Both movies are in fact connected, like Siamese twins or estranged brothers who were separated at birth and haven't seen each other in a while. Hey, we should go hang out. Yo.
Select one courageous young man and woman for the honor of representing District 12 in the 74th Annual Hunger Games.
It's your first year.
We are starving. We are really hungry. Can we make a game which can give us wealthy? I am vanished. The fame mine has taught me some hard lessons. I am willing to double cross my friends just for a loaf of bread. This is the Hunger Games. This is torture main. This is the Hunger Games. But we are just children, my friends. We shouldn't be made to suffer like this. If I win the bet, I get 1 million plus splits. Endorsement deals.
Make sure they remember you.
Jennifer Lawrence, Woody Harrison, Donald Sutherland, Josh Hutcherson, The Hunger Games, Lenny Kravitz. I love it so much. We always have a choice to be a positive change, to bring about a revolution that can save everyone from a crisis. Run for your life. Win. This is the Hunger Games.
Why do we have to do this in the rain? This whole place is getting demolished tomorrow. We gotta grab everything we can while it's still here. Why couldn't we just make the props for the haunted house? Come on, there won't be authentic thing. The authentic.
'Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is really spooky, my guy. It has elements of comedy and extreme horror carnage. It's a bloodthirsty, almost Quentin Tarantino movie, picture Toy Story, but if Woody turned out to be like a serial killer toy. Well, guess what? We covered that, right? We told you that Toy Story is not what it seems, and Woody and the other toys are actually AI, artificial intelligence that are trying to dominate the world. Yeah, it's up to Buzz Lightyear to change their minds and make them good toys again. Well, let's just say Five Nights at Freddy's is like a live-action version of Toy Story with a dark side to it, a dark twist. So Abby is like a very young version of Lois Lane, and she has been gathering her powers from the underworld to summon the spirits that can allow her to be the queen. Well, her life is not so exciting. She's not popular at school. They want to drop her from the robotics team because she's been using too much voodoo to win competition after competition. And her teacher's like, no, you can't do this. You can't do this. And she's like, yes, I can do it. If you remember the movie Space Jam, yeah. One of the friends of Michael Jordan is the teacher of Abby. Abby has a grudge, but sadly she hides her feelings and her intentions. But by cuteness, I'm just a cute little kid. But no, she's ghostly friends. The proverbial ghost in a machine. Her friends are artificial intelligence, demons from the underworld that have inhabited giant robotic toys. So there's a Halloween-themed park called Freddy's, and at Freddy's, you get quite a fright. You enjoy a Halloween fest. You get to see animatronic toys that scare you almost half to death. Well, in part 1 and then part 2, these toys come alive and decide they want to take revenge on the people that made them die. So they hunt down all the criminals that came after them before, and they kill them in part 1. In part 2, the people that survived the events of part 1 are trying to recover. But it's too much. George Hutchinson is, the good guy, the Bruce Wayne of the show. His niece Abby is the one, who is trying to bring about an apocalypse. So in this film, she brings the toys back to life yet again, and wants to dominate the world and bring about a Planet of the Apes type situation yet again. I'm sorry, my friends. Yeah, there are a lot of twists in the tale, and to tell you the truth, I can't tell you the whole story. I'm still trying to digest it. There's a lot to take. But it really is one of the scariest films of the year. I think it has comic relief, it has horror, It has a beautiful plot twist, and it's not for everyone. If you love drama, you won't like this one. I think it's for the slasher fans, people that love Quentin Tarantino type films. And if you want like an evil Snow White, that kind of thing, you'll love this. You'll love this kind of direction. It's bloodthirsty vengeance. Those I used to be scared of clowns as a kid, and now I know why. Because the clowns in this movie don't kid. They're serious, they're devastating, they're vengeful criminals, and it only takes one of their own AI animatronic toys to go against the others to stop them. So it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I watched it at the cinema. I hope to be seeing it. It was beautiful. You gotta watch it.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location. This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades. Some little girl got murdered here. Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
When toys come back to life, they wanna kill us so.
So this is what it's like?
How can I fight a demon when I don't even have a soul?
How's Abby?
I just want to be greedy. I just want it all. The fame, the success of a horror movie. That's why I did this thing.
Can any of you hear me?
Dear Abby, can you hear me? I am Freddy from the underworld. Dear Abby, can you rescue me from Satan?
Oh no.
I tell you, Abby, it is not a good idea for you to let out your friends to kill the world. I tell you, Abby, you don't have to carry a heavy heart. We love you, it's time for you to restart the game of life. Cause you're headed to prison for all the things that you do, my girl. I tell you, Abby, I'm really sorry about what the teacher said about you. I'm telling you, Abby, you gotta find a way to stop these evil things that you do. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You gotta watch it. Interestingly enough, music was something that would make the demonic toys fall asleep. So if they're coming after you and you play like a jingle from the past, they'll fall asleep. But that's because music pacifies them. Like in Stranger Things, there's a connection between a beautiful song and saving someone from a demonic possession. So get out those hymn books and those choir masters and let's fight the devil with me.
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
How's Abby?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
Abby, help us. Come find us. I will show you the way.
no.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where are you gonna run to? I'm not done with you.
There's no way that'll work.
Christy is a movie about boxing. It's about a woman fighting her own demons. How far would jealousy in the ring drive you to create the illusion of success and fame? Sydney Sweeney, the star of Euphoria and Eden, stars in this gripping sports drama comedy that touches on elements of domestic violence. Incidences involving abuse, rape accusations, boxing, and match fixing. Christy is a lady who has always dreamed of being a boxer. In her teens, she would win a lot of tournaments, amateur tournaments, and she wants to become famous and stuff. Her dream is to work with the almighty Don King. It is set during a time when the likes of Mike Tyson were just blowing up and becoming famous. Christy wanted to become a female version of Mike Tyson. Well, she does achieve her dream, and she did actually help make the sport of boxing for females become a big thing in the 90s. She moves on from being an amateur to a professional. She signs with a coach who elevates her score from a 0 to a knockout blow. Christy is unbeatable. She keeps winning and winning and winning more and more. But there's some secrets that she's hiding in her closet. Like every win she gets is fraudulent. It's all because she has what I call
He's angry at me all the
body
time.
home privilege.
Christy.
She has a white privilege about her, and she uses it to win boxing tournaments that she shouldn't be winning. The movie just like challenges us to look at sports and wonder, is this real? Is it fake? Is it WWE? Oh no, at least you can get a concussion from being crushed by the Stone Cold Steve Austin. But when it comes to boxing, you're not even sure are these punches have been landing? Did they fake the whole thing? Is it holograms and stuff? Well, all that stuff is true boxing. It's dangerous to be in a fight, to punch someone in the face. I might get a concussion. Well, it's real, but not the way we think. A lot of precautions that they take, pills that allow them to numb the pain. Plus, you can't punch someone too hard. You know what I mean? Don't want that person to die in the ring. Christy is one of those fraudulent sports women that wants to become a legend like Muhammad Ali and just defeat every single woman. So using her power and privilege, her uncles, her brothers, her father, push things and make things happen so that she gains a big image in the world of boxing. She soon becomes so phenomenal that the one and only Don King signs her up. Well, he had no choice. He's a black man in a white world, gotta help the white princess achieve her dream. And she becomes the queen, but she gets greedy. I want more money. You're not giving me more money. So what does she do? She lies about her coach, who is also her husband, raping her and also beating her up. He beats me up a lot. Okay. And using that whole sad story, I'm a white girl who needs help, I'm in an abusive relationship, she gets more money and soon becomes equipped to become the voice of the voiceless. The voice for the domestic abused who need the rules to be fixed up properly. What you see in the movie, some of it didn't actually happen the way it actually let's just say it's from her perspective. She's the one narrating, saying, oh no, my coach, he beat me up, he stabbed me at the end, she gets stabbed. No, he didn't stab her. What happened was she was fine. to kill Layla Ali, who is the daughter of Muhammad Ali, because Layla Ali beat her up in the tournament so bad that Christy felt like she was so sad and couldn't believe a black woman is actually a man. How is she punching me like this? Is she a woman or is she a man? It's crazy. So, because of all that, she wages vengeance against Layla Ali and creates these illusions that her coach is the one beating her up and all that stuff. Well, a lot of that stuff didn't actually happen. Christy is an interesting movie. You're not sure what is actually happening, what is not happening. The truth is, Christy did exist as a woman who was a powerful boxer. She's a legend, she's an icon, and funny enough, she did help make the sport of boxing become a real big thing, but she does raise questions about the validity of sport and the dysfunctions, the corruption involved in everything, Much like Smashing Machine Mac Kerr, well, you can say that a lot of things in the movie happen, but not the way we see them, because Christy is painting herself as a loser when actually she's a winner. She's not a victim, she's the bull. So it is something that truly has to be studied and observed, and we gotta see and understand what is the truth behind Christy Ali. Well, her full name was not Christy Ali, it was something else. You gotta watch this movie, it's exciting.
What makes the world turn? But one day you're gonna wake up and realize that it turns just fine without you.
What are you doing sneaking around behind my back?
Sneaking around?
What will it take to become a champion? Who can I corrupt just to get satisfaction? I want it all. I want to win every title. I don't care what it would take. What it would take. Christy, you better watch your face. You way too pretty for this boxing stuff. Christy, you better watch out. Cause karma is coming right back to knock you out.
You leave me, I'll kill you.
Do what you have to do.
Sydney Sweeney is breathtaking.
Spent half my life hiding.
Amazing, such passion, incredible method acting. Christy is a must watch. You gotta see this movie.
It's my dream.
Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, have I got a treat for you.
I will catch a grenade for you. I will jump over a crane for you. Die My Love is a romantic comedy drama, black film, with elements of erotica in it, starring Academy Award winner Jennifer Lawrence. She's also the star of The Hunger Games. She won an Oscar for Silver Lining Playbook alongside Bradley Cooper. That movie is cool, bro. You gotta see it. Well, in Die My Love, her husband is Robert Pattinson from the Twilight series. He's also the new Batman, the sad Batman, the depressed ghost Batman. In this one, he's very depressed because his wife is a heck of a mess. Wow. Well. People are saying Jennifer Lawrence could run away with it with their award. She's nominated for the Golden Globe. She might be nominated for an Oscar too because her performance was breathtaking, my dudes. We talk about Begonia, Emma Stone. I was stoned watching that film. It got me high. But this one is like, how high can you get? How high can you get? It's even higher than that. I feel like Die My Love is one of the films of the year. It's chaotic, it's dysfunctional. It's like an Eminem song, like a live action version of I Love the Way You Lie. So in this one, we find Jennifer Lawrence, a happily married woman to Robert Pattinson. The two of them have patented the no, they haven't. It's their uncle's farm. They took over it. Nick Nolte also stars in it. CC Spacek, some legends, giving comic relief because they're old now and they have to act like I got Alzheimer's. I kind of been used the toilet properly. Anyway, so it's exciting. It's a brilliant film, and basically we have the chaotic Jennifer Lawrence. In this film, she throws a tantrum from the very beginning of the film to the end. She's throwing one big tantrum. She's mad at her husband because he's so successful. She's a writer. She's not making much press. Dude, it's hard. Writing is harder than she thought. He barely does anything, and suddenly he's more famous than her. All the ladies want him. She can't stand that. She decided to move them to a farm so that Mr. Batman cannot get any stands. But she doesn't understand because even when they go to the middle of nowhere, there's still people rooting for him instead of her. So this drives her insane. She begins cheating on him in hopes that he will get jealous and try to kill her, but she just leaves her alone, okay? Like Keith Stanfield plays her, her boyfriend, her sneaky link. And she's always sneaking up to him and stuff like that. So our Lois Lane, yes, she's a Lois Lane, okay? Or Bunny Hobbs is you're hoping to achieve fame and success, but her role as a dysfunctional comical woman is getting out of hand. She pulls these stunts where she just walks out naked into the pool while everybody's watching and then fakes drowning, but then that causes her husband to suffocate, have a heart attack because too much stress. It's affecting him way too much. How is he gonna handle this woman? She needs rehab. She drinks, she smokes, she does everything wrong, and her baby suffers because who's gonna take care of the baby when mommy is, going to party? It's crazy. Well, the film, we're not always sure what it's really about because some of it feels like a dream. There are parts where she's walking in the woods naked. Other times where she's crawling like an animal. Well, that's because this movie is, believe it or not, set in a Planet of the Apes situation. Sorry, it happened again. And Robert Pattinson is the most famous ape, and his wife is not so famous. She's like a cougar or something. So when they show her like walking naked and stuff, that's like because she's an animal, and they're trying to get you to understand that this is like a Planet of the Apes type film. So she kind of masks all her terrible actions by saying, hey, I'm an animal. This is all we know, She goes to rehab. She sobers up, but still, it's not enough to change her until her husband decides to give up his job and pretend to be a loser like her. That's why she loves him back, but even then, she's just not sure. Die My Love is really one of the most dysfunctional films I will ever watch, and honestly, it's not an easy watch. You might be screaming at the TV like, why is this so dumb? Why can't he leave her? Why is he so much of a simp? He's not a simp, he's just in love, you know what I mean? He loves her and wants to take care of her, and he doesn't want her to get him fired because awkward, her father is his boss. Yeah, so it's great. Die My Love is critically acclaimed and might win a lot of awards, and I'm rooting for them, really am. Like Jennifer Lawrence was amazing, Robert Pattinson, amazing. Nick Nolte, he captured my attention. Ever blazing, brilliant film.
Grace, if you're having a hard time, I feel fine.
Grace. Grace. Stop it.
Won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
Hello?
Sorry to bother you, sir. We're making inquiries about a missing baby.
A baby?
Rowan Atkinson is the Black Adder.
It's
He is the person that makes you almost piss your bladder. Okay, that was a bit off-putting. Sorry, Vladimir Putin. I didn't mean to rush her with these weird jokes. Okay, tough crowd. Ooh, don't stone me. I'm stoned already, so don't stone me. Anyway, so Ron Atkinson is a comedy legend. You should watch his stand-up comedy. Like, one of my favorite stand-up comedies by Ron Atkinson is where he talks about people being sent to hell and how, they're tricked at first, like, what if the Jehovah's Witnesses were right and everybody else is wrong about God, and Pentecostals end up in hell, what's gonna happen? Like, he does amazing comedy sketches aside from Mr. Bean, of course. So he made the character Mr. Bean based on the fact that he had seen just how much he himself was hated in reality. His whole life he had to be like an officer drill bit, pretending to be dumb and stupid and mute and can't talk because his enemies didn't like him talking too much. So Mr. Bean is really about a man trying to survive a world that hates him, and because he's gaining attention as a comedy legend, it feels like everybody's kind of trying to sabotage him. It's because he's also part of the Running Man and he just doesn't know it. Everybody, there is a bounty placed on him and they're like, if you can kill Mr. Bean, we shall give you a reward. But maybe in heaven, because the cops might shut you down, okay, your family will be settled. So Mr. Bean is actually sad because he's lonely. So everything he does in the series, he has to either pretend to be very stupid or else people will chase him from the different places that he is in. So I used to love watching Mr. Bean by Christmas period because that's the time it would show up on TV. Another thing about it is that in the opening sequence, it's like he drops from heaven and he stands up. That's because people don't actually believe Ron Atkinson is a real person. Some people think he's a zombie or an angel or a demon or something. So he's kind of trying to reinforce the idea that I am just an alien. I came from outer spaces, just from out of a place in Britain. And he does speak quite a lot, actually. So I just love watching Mr. Bean. In 2025, the Mr. Bean series was rebooted with a Netflix series executive produced by Chris Rock called Man vs. Baby. Man vs. Baby is a sequel to Man vs. Bee. If you watched Man vs. Bee, we have, Mr. Bean being offered a role to be a caretaker of an apartment, and he's constantly haunted by this bee that just keeps on coming in, and he knows there's something sinister about it, and we've all experienced that. But imagine 4 episodes just based on a man trying to kill a bee that is actually, it was like an animatronic bee that was sent by Lex Luthor to try and kill him. But towards the end of the series, when he nearly gets the bee, there's a problem because burglars want to break into the apartment, and now Mr. Bean has to use his superpowers as a secret agent. If you watch Johnny English, well, Johnny English is also part of the Mr. Bean universe, so that's all connected. Brilliant. So in Man vs. Baby, we have a sequel to Man vs. Bean. In this one, well, Mr. Bean is struggling. He wants to get home for Christmas to be with his ex-wife and his daughter, but they're like, we're caught up, we're going to France. My boyfriend is taking me there. Sorry, and now he's all alone for Christmas. Oh, but he's offered a job, £10,000 for him to take care of a house. But there's a catch. Somebody drops the baby just by his workplace. Initially, he thought this baby was supposed to play the baby Jesus, so he puts it in the manger. It's amazing. I want extra money and milk. But then he realizes that's not the baby that was supposed to play Jesus. This person who brought the baby is actually a stalker who wants Mr. Bean to take care of her baby. It's ridiculous. Once you become famous, strange things happen. This actually did also happen to Michael Jackson, hence the inspiration for songs like Billie Jean. Billie Jean is not my lover, she's just a girl. It's not my son. That kind of happened to him as well. He found a baby in his apartment and this is not my baby. So Mr. Bean now has to take care of this baby, and this baby Has it got like superpowers or something? Because when he calls charge services, say come and pick up the baby disappears. Where did the baby go? But when the charge services go, the baby reappears. And guess what? Everybody's in cahoots on it. Everybody wants to trick Mr. Bean into getting this baby. Because, you know, they want him to suffer for making such amazing comedy sketches. He's not Marlon Brando. I don't know what he's doing. You should see his mother. They're like Mr. 40 Towers, not this guy, you know. So this is actually based on things that did happen to him and also Michael Jackson. Man vs. Baby is positively brilliant. Thank you, Mr. Bean, for being such an amazing inspiration.
Meet again. Maybe tomorrow it shall not rain. Life in the big city isn't easy.